Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Ardina Natasha binti Khairul Nisa. My number metro is 291488.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nur Atira binti Muhammad Gariza. My number metro is 291518.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Sofia binti Ismail and my metric number is 291571.
My name is Tahaleen and my metric number is 291834.
My name is Nur Faisha Udina binti Muhammad and my metric number is 295350.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Ali Balkis, metric number 296111.
Introduction. This project aims to identify the firm's financial management decisions by using financial management theories and ratios. Company that we have chosen are CJ Century Holding Berhad and Smerin and General Berhad. We are evaluate the annual report for the years 2018 through 2022. Financial performance, a comprehensive assessment of a company's entire position, which is asset, liabilities, equity, cost, revenue, and overall profitability. It is measured using a number of business formula. For internal users, review financial performance to assess the health and position, and for external users, identify possible investment prospects and whether a firm. For capital structure of a firm, the particular ratio of debt to equity used to fund assets and activities. Equity viewed by businesses are more costly long-term source of financing with greater financial flexibility. Debt, a less expensive, limited to maturity, capital source that contractually binds a business to fulfill projected cash outflows. Business may lend funds to acquire cash, however, they must be cautious with how much they borrow. To ensure that the business succeeds, managers must strike the correct balance between borrowing money and investing their own money. For investment decisions made to maximize profits, risk and reward, two crucial financial management factors taken into account while making those judgments can have significant financial and long-lasting effects. Choosing where to invest money in assets, stock, bonds, or real estate is a decision that both common individuals and large corporations must make to invest money in future profit-generating investments or purchase items that can be swiftly sold. For working capital, the amount of money spent on companies' daily businesses activities, in other words, it is unimportant. Current assets and liabilities mostly addressed in working capital, existing assets and liabilities subtracted to arrive at the calculation. Lastly, for profitability, the ability of the business to maximize returns with the money that is disposal. Background of company Smerin and General Berhad changed its name from SILK Concessionaire Holdings SDN to Sunway Infrastructure Berhad on 40 February 2002. On October 31, 2008, it adopted the name SILK Holdings. After the sale of the company highways asset was successfully completed on June 28, 2017, and it adopted to Smerin General Berhad. The company was founded in 1996 and is headquartered in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. This company also offered an investment holding company and provide offshore marine support services in Malaysia, Singapore, China, and Hong Kong. The company has limited liability and provides shares to the public, involved managing and owning cargo ships, offshore support ships for oil and gas sector or passenger ships.
CJ Century Holding Berhad is the leading provider of supply chain solutions since 1970s as forwarding agent and expanded into integrated logistics, oil logistics, procurement logistics, and data management solution. CJ Century's revolutionary value-added solution model includes storage and distribution services to meet the demands of clients. Century joined the CJ Logistics family in 2016 and the service offered include courier services. It accomplished by capitalizing on its position as leading parcel delivery company in Korea. 8 professionals for the consumer in goods forwarding, shipping, and contract logistics with both local and global knowledge. They have the know-how, tools, and network to secure and smoothly manage any ship-to-ship operation, construct a wide range of electrical and electronic home appliances such as microwave, air conditioners, refrigerators, freezers, washing machine, LED TVs, and also air conditioners.
Let's move to material and methods. There are 2 types of material and methods. They are quantitative and qualitative. Quantitative research gather numerical data and use statistical technique to analyze it. For qualitative research, they are collect non-numerical data such as words, image, sound, and does not use number or numerical data. Next, secondary data. Secondary data is information that already exists, collected by other people or organization for a different purpose. Secondary data may be from past assessment of a project or program. Quantitative data can be found through secondary sources, which typically contain data that is already present in articles. Lastly is data analysis. Data analysis is a process used by research to reduce data to a story and interpret it to derive insight. It makes it logical that the data analysis process aids in breaking up enormous amount of data into smaller segments. In this assignment, we use data analysis to determine and search for the formula.
Capital structure decisions are long-term decisions involving the acquisition, retention, and redemption of funds at various time periods. From 2017 to 2022, Marine General Berhad will choose a capital structure that is reasonable. A company asset are backed up by equity to greater extent than the average total debt ratio is less than 1.
CJ Central Holding Berhad will select a sustainable capital structure from 2018 to 2022. When a company's average total debt ratio is less than 1, its assets are more fully backed up by equity. Despite this, statistics showing an increase in the equity multiplier from 2019 to 2022 demonstrate the corporation's heavy reliance on debt. From 2018 to 2022, the cash coverage ratio has also risen dramatically. In 2019, respectively, the long-term debt ratio, highest value, and the term interest earned ratio are at their peak levels in 2022.
Its investment decision refer to selecting and acquiring the long-term and short-term asset in which fund will be invested by the business. Finance management manager must let the investor confident and in selecting their company as the asset opportunity that best suit their requirement based on their risk tolerance, investing goal, and anticipate return.
For investment decision in 2019, inventory turnover was the highest at 45.18 times and receivables turnover was the highest at 6.33 times in 2022. CJ Century Holding Berhad also had the lowest total asset turnover in 2018 and account payable turnover in 2020. This proved that the company's resource management was not consistent every year. Despite this, the company's asset reinvestment ratio has decreased from 2020 until 2022.
The capital required by a business or venture to meet its day-to-day expenses is known as the working capital. Marine and General Berhad cash ratio generally fell below 0.5 from 2019 to 2022, peaking at 0.2, 0.03 in 2019. This suggests that the firm may be unable to fulfill short-term commitments with cash or any equivalent.
The cash ratio for CJ Century Holding Berhad for every year has been the same between the average of 0.25 to 0.56. This indicates that the company have enough sufficient cash or cash equivalents to meet its immediate obligation. In addition, the cash flow ratio increased only from 2020 and 2022, decreased severely in 2018. However, the firm's cash conversion cycle had a positive value from 2018 through 2022. 2022 was the year it went up higher in price.
Market cap or market capitalization refer to the total value of all a company share of stock. Finance manager need to make sure the market cap is increasing by year.
The price earning ratio for CJ Century Holding Berhad peaked in 2020 at 2.05%. It has a good price-to-book ratio with the highest value coming in during 2018 and 2019. Both ratios show the company invaluable and the price-earning ratio gave it great value.
Profitability arises when the aggregate amount of revenue is greater than aggregate amount of expenses in a reporting period. Both return on asset and return on equity are exception or superior in terms of business capacity to generate revenue from asset and shareholder equity.
Returns on asset for CJ Century Holding Berhad are related since they were somewhat positive from 2020 until 2022 and slightly negative in 2019. The company's ability to create income from its asset and shareholders' equity is demonstrated by a return on both that is extraordinary and outstanding. Various debt ratios and financial metrics play a crucial role in assessing the financial health and risk of both companies and individuals. The total debt ratio provides an overview of the debt burden relative to total assets, but it may not always be a reliable standalone indicator of financial condition. The equity multiplier is available tools for analyze a company's leverage and understanding its capital structure, enabling investors and analysts to gauge the potential impact of change in debt level on financial results and risk profile compared to other companies within the same industry. The long-term debt ratio helps in evaluating a company's ability to handle long-term debt obligation, giving insight into its financial health and relative risk compared to industry peers. Lastly, the times interest earned and cash coverage ratio shed light on the company's ability to manage interest payments and assess its cash reserve sufficiency to meet interest costs while remaining profitable.
So, for the second item financial management decision factor is
The cash ratio measures a company's capacity to cover all its current liability with cash and cash equivalents. A higher ratio indicates that the company may pay down its current debts while making funds available by using cash and cash equivalents. A high cash ratio is preferred by creditors since it shows that the company can quickly pay off its debt. The ratio of the company was low from 2019 to 2022, which indicates that the company was unable to immediately settle the loan with cash. It shows the company suffered financial losses during that time.
So the fourth item in financial management decision effect is the market capitalization value. So market capitalization value have four items, that is market value, earning per share, price earning ratio, and market to book ratio. So market value ratio are finance indicated the examine stock price and compare them to the stock price as well as other data source. So while the earning per share, EPS, state how much profit of company can be allocated to one share. And the company have a strong price to earning ratio, which indicated that the market is very willing to pay more for its stock, resulting in a profit for the business. The last one is the market to book ratio is a finance metric that assess the relationship between a company book value and its market value.
Investor can learn how well a corporation turns its investment into profits by looking at its return on equity, which is ROE ratio. More money can be made with less equity when the return on investment ROI is better. In addition, it shows that a company's management team is efficient and more likely to give investor better returns. A low ROE indicates poor management and the reinvestment of profit in underperforming asset. A growing ROE shows that a company is making more money while spending less. It also demonstrates how skillfully a company's management controls shareholder money. The company's ROE was positive during the period, indicating that it was employing equity effectively and turning a profit.
Next, financial management decision. After we conduct throughout the financial report, we discovered the market capitalization value decreased throughout the 5 years as of 2021. The best performance year is 2021. Financial manager make a good decision in year 2020, which the upstream division was able to maintain a high standard of operational excellence and safety performance in terms of operation and during the period under review. In 2021, the company returns on assets showed positive performance with an increase in net income compared to 2020. On the other hand, return on equity performed well in 2019 when the company changed its name to Marine and General Berhad after successfully disposing of highway assets. In conclusion, the financial manager of Marine and General Berhad has the opportunity to improve the company performance by addressing liquidity concerns, making sound operational decisions, and effectively managing the company assets and equity.
Financial management decision of CJ Senturi Logistics Holding Berhad has been determined that the financial manager possesses the opportunity to implement certain strategic decisions that could potentially improve the company performance in the forthcoming fiscal year. They have a good investment decision in 2018. It can be primarily attributed to the rise in export volume observed in the good forwarding operation. The operating profit experienced a substantial increase until the year 2022. It is because profitability decision in this company which in return on asset and return on equity shows a positive rate. Thus, the decision of the manager is primarily attributed to the expansion of revenue and enhanced operational efficiency.
The CEO of Marine and General Berhad is Tan Sri Muhammad Azlan bin Hashim. He reviews the financial statistics and bases his plans on them like a good CEO should. He examines the issue based on financial reports, liquidity, financial leverage, financial accounts, and so on. Also, he discussed with the CFO, who is the top manager formulates a solution to the situation. They performs long-term strategic planning with the help of other managers. He managed to companies manage sections and distributes resources properly. He makes projections for the future seeing their past performance as a guide to inspire excellent actions and enhance the company's performance.
CEO of CJ Central Holding Berhad is Tiao Chu Hing and earned his bachelor's and master's degree in civil engineering. Director Tiao Chu Hing and Sung Hyun Sop of CJ Central Logistic Holding Berhad certify that the financial statements included herein have been prepared in accordance with Malaysian Financial Reporting Standards, International Financial Reporting Standards and the requirements of the Companies Act 2016 in Malaysia and present fairly in the opinion of the directors, the financial position, results of operation and cash flows of the group. The company's financial management will unquestionably be impacted by the CEO's performance due to the fact that a financial report like the balance sheet allows us to properly understand the company's state and develop a strategic plan based on it.
In conclusion, the analysis indicated that Marine and General Berhad had a better financial performance in 2017, with higher figures for inventory turnover and account receivable turnover. However, a more definitive conclusion would require a comprehensive review of the company financial statement and other relevant information. On the other hand, CJ Central Holding Berhad demonstrates superior financial performance in their latest financial report. Their long-term debt turnover was lower than Marine and General Berhad in 2022, indicating a healthier financial position. Additionally, CJ Central Holding Berhad's profitability as measured by the return on asset ratio consistently improved each year, where Marine and General Berhad experienced a decline.
We would like to recommend that the CJ Central Logistic Holding Berhad and Marine and General Berhad first is increase their stock of asset. If a corporation has significant positive net working capital, it may be able to fund growth-oriented investment. The ability to expand and repay debt will be compromised if the amount of a company's short-term debt exceeds its short-term asset. Furthermore, when a company's current assets are more than its current liabilities have positive working capital, this indicates that the company has a solid financial condition. Second, we would also like to recommend for both companies is reduction in account payable. If the company has a line of credit or has other forms of debt, delaying payment to supplier can help a company save money on interest payment so that they can pay off some of their debt and reduce their interest payment towards the companies.